today, we have an NFC fighting storm. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I can assure you of one thing, that carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down, here's Swift. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. He can average that type of yards per carry. This guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Williams on the play action. Escapes the pocket. That one gains 7. And that's a Chicago first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A draw now. This is Swift. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Williams. Pass brought in by Burton. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. 2 before the stop.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Guy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys, nothing.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Thomas now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Well, here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. But Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
Play action, Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
On second down, a run with Williams. They won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Dak now from the gun. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Check this one down, complete to the fullback. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, do you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. Do you have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Up the gut they go with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. And they're going to choose not to go for it here, and their punt team is out there. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one, headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They've gotten off to the exact start they wanted, Brock, and now an early chance to pull away and get some distance on their opponents. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They pitch it to him. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Cowboys rushing in, and they bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
His name goes on the stat sheet for that sack, but it's the coverage who truly earned it. They go to dime coverage to shut down any type of pass, and everybody in the secondary doing their jobs, tying up throwing lanes until they could get home to the quarterback and bring him down. That is the epitome of a coverage sack.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. He'll start from the 39. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. He'll step up, and there he goes.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
What's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
Just an outstanding play by that safety. But I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play with a reliable source of yardage.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. All spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Aubrey puts it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Juke the defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
3rd down. Here's Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Force that to his right. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Now here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. From the 36. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Here's Williams. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates him. Offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing from the gun. Throw left side finds Burden. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Santos' kick is good. It add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
35-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
He'll throw it. Taking it over the middle by Pickens. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This will be from 52 yards.
52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our 2 teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 22 yards.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Dak off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Dak now from the gun. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Prescott now off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Another try following the sack. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Prescott here from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis and practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is a 48-yard look for him.
48-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through, and that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a third now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running them out for some PATs.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here come the Bears back out on offense. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
They pitch it out to him here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. That's another quick hitter. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action, Prescott. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
1st and 10, Prescott. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Dak throwing again. Screen here for Williams. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Another throw for Prescott. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
1st down, Williams to throw. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
This ain't what you want. Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
They'll send their tight end right. On play action, Williams. Brought in right side by Moore. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Running with Swift out of the gun. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. So we're through 3 here. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. Driving across the 15-yard line. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead to 7. They were receiver.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears grow their lead to 8. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys about set to take over. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Gold Williams on the counter. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboys.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast, and the execution is so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Draw play. This is Williams. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
To his running back, Miles Sanders. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
For the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys down by only 2 in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line
Dak
up
out of the pistol. And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Pitch it out to him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. In behind center with Swift. That's good room at the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Completed over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears with a little more work to do to win it here. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Inside handoff to Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Going to run again with Swift. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same results. And now it's 3rd down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing now. It's on target to Moore. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. offense up now for a 1st and 10. They're on the counter with Swift. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally brought down at the 9. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Another Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Staying grounded with Swift. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
What you don't want to see more, you want to see more, but you want to see Saul.
Acting slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
Looking to throw it. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw it. Drops this one down here for Williams. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be 3rd down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. To throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. So the Bears come away with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So for Brock Ewart, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.